Hi everyone, it's Allison from Happily Homeless's Moonstruck, and here I am at the opera camp. My God, imagine, after last year. So let's see, so far I have seen a dead rat in the middle of the pathway, kind of on its back, just so I ignored it, looked out of the corner of my eye at it. And then I was just weed whacking, and I saw literally a snake in the grass. It was a small one though, so I kind of ignored it, and I couldn't really see it, and so I just totally ignored it. Hi Janice, just catching everybody up on live here at the opera camp. Hi Lisa. Fiona, I'll see you later on this evening. Yeah, so I saw a snake in the grass today, just a few minutes ago, and then a dead rat the other day. And I've been hard at work. Hi Lori, dear Lori. Oh my God, Arkansas is so different from Arizona. Here at the opera camp again. It's kind of surreal that I'm back here after everything that was last year, but it is a lot of hard work. I don't know how we ever got everything ready for the staff and students last year, but we did manage it. Oh, I'm just looking at a gecko, I guess it is, up on the wall of the girls' dorm. Oh well, they're the least harmful of everything. It is so freaking overgrown. I mean, weeds everywhere, and I've done mowing the past 2 days, and so I'm starting some weed whacking now. And hi Kelly, I'm just so tired, but it's because I'm exercising muscles that I haven't used in forever. My arm muscles, oh, and I did trimming too of low-lying branches to make my mowing easier, so I'm using whatever those cutter things are. I don't remember all the technical names for crap. Anyways, some kind of cutter, and so I did that a lot yesterday, so I'll feel that in my arms in the next few days, which is good. I need to get in shape. Hi Gail. So I'm just taking a momentary break here. The road getting here was, as you all know, a long road, very unexpected layover in Winslow, Arizona. And for all that it was unexpected, I mean, that's what this is all about, really. All of this odyssey of love, it's those unexpected meetings. And I still need to write a Yelp review for High Chaparral Garage that were just a godsend to me and Rachel. And Janet, if you're watching this, she's the Nana of the family out at the garage. Tell Tiger and David and everyone else I'm going to be doing a great Yelp review. I've got very poor internet here, so I've not actually been getting on it that often. Hi Sandy. But yeah, they were wonderful. They hooked us up to electricity. And just that kind of going the extra mile, they put a mat outside of Pink Magic so that for us to wipe our feet on, so we wouldn't track grease into my rig. So Rachel and I slept there, I guess, for 2 nights. It was 2 nights and 3 days, and we'd go and have chai and hot chocolate sitting at the little shop that's on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, right across from Standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona. So as unexpected as it was really, we met some wonderful people, and Tiger he did everything he could to make sure the brakes were good. He had to build them from the ground up. Everything that was rubber had melted from the heat of the brakes, and everything that was metal, hi Bambi, everything that was metal dissolved into dust the minute he took the drum off. Hi Monique. Just bam, just dust down onto the ground. So I have to also, next week, I have to call Deer Valley RV trailer, who had done the brakes twice. The second time I went back because the same thing was happening, and they loosened the brakes. And they were trying to tell me that, because I noticed that the tire was running really, really hot. I mean, I get it, tires, with the friction and all that. But I'm not stupid, and it was running way hot. and there was dust all over what ended up being brake dust, blackening all of the rim. And the rims on my rig are pink. They are painted pink years ago. And I couldn't even see the pink. And that was happening when I took it into Deer Valley. And then it happened again, so I took it back to Deer Valley the day before I left to head east. And the guy was saying that was normal. And, well, we have, it's hot temperatures here in Arizona, so the tires are going to run hot. I wasn't born yesterday, and I know there's a whole lot that I don't know about cars. You could fill 10,000 books with it. But I know what running hot means, and that didn't feel normal. So, but they said it was okay, and hi, Cynthia, and they loosened the brakes, and we headed down 17, and fortunately, when we got to Winslow, I thought, why not? I've never been through there. Why not drive the Mother Road, Route 66? And we had just turned off when I heard this. Rachel and I both heard, it was very loud sound, like really loud popping sound. And that was the brake cable coming off. And it was followed by a bunch of smoke pouring out behind, and then the brake fluid trailing behind us. Also, look, not normal, right? So thank goodness when I called my Good Sam Roadside Assistance, the person they sent was Tiger. And he was just, I just loved hearing stories from him and his friend. Oh, I'm going to forget his friend's name. Anyways, Ken, maybe? We'd sit and we'd talk. We ended up talking about, I don't know, cars. The thing I just have no interest in it other than does it get me to where I need to go. But anyways, we ended up sharing stories and stuff like that. And Tiger's a former Marine. And man, he just went the extra mile. Totally went the extra mile. So anybody who is traveling on Route 66 through Winslow, Arizona, or any of the surrounding areas, if you need something done, you go to High Chaparral Garage. Cannot recommend them highly enough. When I was leaving, Tiger's son Sterling came up to me, and he said, I have something for you. And he handed me this 4-leaf clover made out of horseshoes. And hi, Barb. And I said, oh, this is beautiful. Did you make it? And he said, well, my dad did, but he said I spent all afternoon painting it, and he gave it to me as a gift. And that was just the sweetest thing. So I gave him a hug. And when we left, they all gave us hugs and said, stay in touch and everything else. Hi, Denise. So for an unexpected layover, it was really, there was so much love there. And people were stopping by to visit, because it was right on the main road. So they'd see the pink and they'd stop by and they'd visit and ask for a tour. And I met 2 widows who were also 5 years in. And so we shared stories a little bit. I had my interview with Richard Brendan from Indiana, the Indiana radio station. So it's really actually a very full time. And but we were glad to hit the road again and finally got here to Arkansas, and I visited with my grandson and my son and daughter-in-law for a few days, and now I'm up here at the opera camp. And I still have a backlog of things to tell you about my class with Sarah Nannon from Grief Unveiled, and my class with Christina Rasmussen, the Life Reentry course. Changed everything for me. Changed everything. Those 2 women are just freaking amazing. So I'll go into that at another time, another live feed. But I guess I just wanted to catch up with you briefly, and I'm going to be going out tonight. I actually have friends here in Eureka Springs, so I'll be going out to hang out with my friend Fiona later on this evening. So I'll finish up this work here, and I do have a lot to catch you up with. But I'm running on a low battery mode right here. Oh, yeah, Denise, you will love to hear about them. Life-changing. I just can't tell you. Just real briefly, what I'll tell you is that between the 2 of them, with Christina Rasmussen, I was able to find what she calls her thriver. She calls the thriver. And I found my thriver self, which I hadn't been able to find forever. And I had a very clear picture of her. With Sarah Nannon, I was able to connect with Chuck through a meditation with his love. And it was very, very strong, and it changed. It was a game changer for me. it's not him, and it'll never be him again physically here, and that sucks. And I can't stand it. And but at least I know I have his love around me. And just kind of the bottom line for both those classes was, what they helped me do was take, it's like this grief was a heavy, heavy, sodden, wet from rainy weather and storms cloak that was dragging in the mud, a heavy wool cloak. And it was so heavy and so weighty. And between those two classes, I was able to, the cloak just kind of dropped off of me. And the way I picture it, and I actually had this image in one of the meditations, was it's like I'm now carrying my grief in a basket on my arm filled with beautiful flowers, and I'm carrying it very tenderly and very gently. Very tenderly and very gently. So that's the bottom line, and I'll go more into it more later on. But Sandy, yeah, I will be here in June. I'm here until August 13th, so I'm planning hopefully on holding a rally also for all my widow community to just come here and hang out with me at my rig, Pink Magic. And I've got it all decked out and more to do, and with more flowers, and I'll go into that and why flowers have now joined this Odyssey of Love. So if you have any questions about anything, pop them onto this thread with the live feed, and I'll do what I can to answer them, either typing it out or when I do another live feed. All questions welcomed. I guess I'll get back to toiling and getting this body into shape. My God, this body is already so tired. The weather's beautiful though today, which is really nice. Not too hot, but hot enough, and the sun's out, and that matters. And so let's see if I can turn this around so I can show you. This is behind the girls' dorm, looking towards the dressing rooms with the opera, the stage in the front. So I got that all mowed. It's on a hill, and I like mowing on the hills because I like going back and forth, going up and down, you know, heading straight down and going straight down backwards, just very carefully, of course, so I don't tip over. So Barb, I will get to where you are at some point. This Odyssey of Love has shifted. It really has, in some very subtle but very noticeable ways. And so it is absolutely going to continue, and I will be where you are because, man, yeah, we've got to hang out together, girl. So I guess that's it for now. This is my cap, my ball cap that was given to me down in Winter Haven, California when I was there last, I don't know, late winter. I've lost all track of time. I have no clue. I think today's Saturday. So with that, I will say au revoir, and I will catch up with you again later. Remember, post any kind of questions you have, whether Odyssey of Love, the opera camp, anything at all. I'm good with it. Ask away, and I will answer as best I can. And I love all of you. Thank you for everything that you did to help me out while I was on layover in Winslow, Arizona. You made such a difference for me. And as my mom would say, you've all earned stars in your crown. So I will catch up with you again soon. And remember, just get out there and love fiercely, because that is what matters in the end. Love fiercely. Ti amo.